What is up, guys? This is ChaseOliver68. Now, normally I don't like uploading stuff on Tuesday. Well, reason being is because I want my Raw review to get more exposure. But you know what? I want to do this video because I feel it's like a perfect time to do a video like this. And people that do not like the superstar, John Cena, please tell me if these are reasons why. Because I'm going to give you guys 5 reasons why I think many people do not like John Cena and why people do not like who he is as a person or a character overall. You know, I heard many people say, I respect Cena as a person, but as a talent, he's just so annoying, and I can understand that. I'm personally a Cena fan. This is not me saying, oh, like Cena. This is me giving 5 reasons why I think people do not like Cena. I only like Cena because I grew up with him as a kid. You know, he kind of made me like wrestling again. I had a tragic time in my life where I found out wrestling was fake. Yeah, I know, pathetic, but I was in the 5th grade, and you know, it shocked me because I thought wrestling was real, and when that shit hits you hard, you know, like when you find out Santa Claus is not real, and wrestling was one of the things I truly do love. I still love it to this day. I'm not afraid to admit I'm a wrestling fan, but you know, John Cena just really came on to me, even as a rapper, and I can admit, he is getting stale, he is getting boring. And that's actually my number 5 reason. Number 5, being stale and boring. And really, Cena has not changed at all when it comes to being a character in the WWE. Cena is kind of just like the same person as he was 5 years ago. The only thing that has changed is that he has dropped becoming the chain gang leader, and now he's the Marine. That's all has changed, and really, it is boring. There is nothing people do not like is not changing character, and I can get why many people bash Cena for being this stale, boring character. He's the same thing. He comes out, cuts corny line jokes, cuts all these silly nonsense, and I can understand. That's just annoying. That is really annoying, and I can see why people are like, man, dude, this is just the same old shit. I mean, that is one reason why I think many people do not like John Cena. Number 4, I think many people do not like John Cena because of his in-ring work. Now, there is times where Cena has glimmer of hope, you know, where Cena's in-ring work looks really good, but you look at the opponents, and I'm not trying to say John Cena is a bad worker. I think John Cena is a fine worker in the WWE. I don't think he's the best overall worker right now in the WWE, but I think he's a fine worker. And to be honest, you can tell that when Cena wrestles someone like an Undertaker, a Shawn Michaels, a Triple H, possibly a Randy Orton, a Dave Bautista, guys that are on the star level that he is, a main eventer, CM Punk, for example, also, you will see that Cena puts on a lot better matches. Go watch past matches where Cena faces Taker, good matches. You know, when Cena in 2003, Cena and Michaels, I mean, those were good matches. Cena and Orton, sometimes they have good matches, sometimes they both get lazy on each other. And then not only that, Cena Batista. That's what Cena Batista has put on some very good matches, very classic old school style wrestling matches with a little bit of the high spots, you know, Cena doing the 5-knuckle shuffle, the Faymacer, you know, that type of stuff. Triple H and Cena, you know, they put on some pretty good matches themselves. Michaels and Cena put on good matches, and we've seen the Punk and Cena style matches. Those have been really good matches as well. But overall, it just feels like when he wrestles a guy like R-Truth, and yes, Little Chris, I know it's bullshit that fan had to throw water on R-Truth's face at Capital Punishment, but dude, this is a video about Cena. We'll do an R-Truth video why he's awesome later, okay? Alright? Man. Alright. R-Truth is awesome, by the way, guys, but R-Truth, yeah, that Capital Punishment match, come on, really? The Miz. On Rock's birthday, over the limit, and WrestleMania. By God, terrible match. It seems like Cena's in-ring work, and it's the same stuff. And it goes back to also being number 5, stale and boring. his in-ring work, it just doesn't really appeal to many people. And I can see that. I mean, really, Cena's in-ring style work, I think it could work in a past date. But nowadays, the way that people think about wrestling, and I'm not saying it's all about the flips and the technical aspect of wrestling, but many people expect more out of these wrestlers since the business has evolved. And it feels like with Cena, this is a typical Cena match. Beat down for a little bit, get some punches in, does the punch, yeah, boo type of shit. Cena gets a nice little counter in. Then afterwards, Cena gets in trouble for the whole match. Then Cena pops up, 5 moves of doom, elbow, shoulder, spin out powerbomb, falling suplex. Does a you can't see me, 5 knuckle shuffle, and then sometimes the FU will get reversed. Yeah, I'm calling it the FU. I don't give a shit. Attitude adjustment, who cares? FU gets reversed. Either trips him up to a STFU or that superstar hits their finisher. Cena kicks out, and then afterwards Cena hits the FU or STFU for the win. And he has not been using the STFU as often, which is kind of weird. I believe the last time he used the STFU was Del Rio. I believe Del Rio was the last one to really be put into the STF. But besides that, it's just like sometimes he's sloppy, and sometimes also it's not just his move set, it's how he executes the moves. The fisherman suplex, he doesn't even grab the leg sometimes. He literally just touches the freaking calf. Like, see my calf? He just touches the calf and then lifts him, lets go of it. And that's not how a fisherman suplex is supposed to look like. It's supposed to be where you hold on to the leg and it leads to a pin. It just looks like he's doing a casual suplex, except that he goes down for the leg for some odd reason. The abdominal stretch that he used on CM Punk, not a good looking abdominal stretch at all. It just looked really awkward and weird what he was doing to CM Punk, and I can see it was awkward. The attitude adjustment, FU. Sometimes it will look, wow, that's good, but sometimes it will just look sloppy. It will just be like, what is that? It just doesn't look good. Sometimes he messes up on his moveset, and it looks really bad. And the STF, you cannot deny, it does not look that intimidating when Cena puts it on sometimes. Sometimes it looks good where he has the leg all the way up, but the face, the lock-in, it's like weird. It's like he doesn't lock it in right. He has it like this, like where he's holding the Cena. It doesn't look painful at all. Like, and especially when they go underneath the neck, it's like, it doesn't look that painful. To me, it just feels like sometimes he doesn't execute moves properly, and I can see why people don't like that. Number 3, the company man. I can see many people understand why they don't like Cena, especially adults. Because when you get older and you enter the world of business and the world of work, and even it's in high school too, there's always that one kid that's the teacher's pet, and you don't like him. Sure, you know, kids that are probably watching this video that are teacher's pets say, well, most kids in my class like me. Yeah, they like you, but the thing is, they're talking shit about you behind your back most of the time. They don't really like you. And a lot of people can't not like someone who kisses ass in a company and does this. Like, yeah, do I respect Cena for the work he does outside the business? Yeah, I do. But really, it's just another ploy that WWE uses to make you like him, and it makes people sick sometimes seeing that, because it's like, yeah, he supports the troops. You know, that's great. We love the troops and all. Yeah, he's good with the kids. He does all these make-wishes, but it just seems like WWE shoves that down your throats, and it just really doesn't make you like Cena. It makes you like, man, this guy is just a kiss ass. Like, he's just doing all his best for these people to like him, and he's still getting booed. That's pathetic. It makes you think Cena's really pathetic. I'm not saying it's pathetic supporting the troops or doing his make-wishes. I think that's really nice of him to do that, and I think it's really cool, good strategy. But to many people, you know, you probably look at that, man, like, wow, this guy gets booed every night, and he does all this, and they still hate him? And it's kind of pathetic. He's just a kiss ass, and it just makes you feel like, this guy is a kiss ass. I mean, really, no one can like a kiss ass. That's the truth. When you kiss someone's ass, yeah, it's nice for a while. You get nice perks out of it. But in the end, people start catching on They say, man, that Chase All Over guy, all he is a kiss ass. All he does is kiss these people's ass. Fuck him. You know, Cena just doesn't feel like a guy where it's like, yeah, like if he was doing this nice scenes and people could actually like him and WWE didn't shove it down our throats all the time, yeah, it would be cool. But the fact that they shove it down your throats just makes him feel like a company's man, a guy that is very, very, very related to the company. Number two, fake and phony. What I mean by fake and phony is where people do not believe that's truly John Cena as a character. That when they look at John Cena as a character, they do not relate to him. They cannot look at him. They cannot say, I would like to be John Cena. Would you like to be John Cena in the sense where you could have his body and his huge muscles? Yeah, I guess so. But besides that, what else can you relate to him? I mean, the guy gets booed every fucking single night and he doesn't get pissed off about it? Shit. You're as hated as Cena. Wouldn't you want to be pissed off? Wouldn't you want to get angry every single minute? Every single day? Nope. Cena says this whole bullshit where it's like, oh, I love the WWE Universe, I love the fans, I love all this, I love all that, blah, blah, blah. But really, it's just like, okay, yeah, you love them and all, but they have the right to choose it. Thanks for telling us the fucking obvious, but tell us how you really feel. It just doesn't make you feel like, oh, this is John Cena. It just makes you feel like it's just some random dude who is really nice, maybe too nice for his own good. I can't relate to a nice guy like that. I mean, look at all the greats in wrestling. The Rock. Was The Rock ever like, oh, no, you guys can't cheer me or boo me. You guys can do whatever you want. No, The Rock was just whatever. He didn't care if you cheered him or booed him. He would say his catchphrases. Stone Cold. He was a rebel. He was a badass. Did he care if the fans cheered or booed him? No, not really. He didn't give two shits. Hulk Hogan. Granted, that was a different era and period of time. But Hulk Hogan was just someone you could relate to because, you know, of the events that were going on in the U.S. And I feel Cena they were trying to do the same thing with John Cena, but failed epically because this is a different era of time and different ways of thinking in wrestling that they just never capitalized on it. And Hulk Hogan, you know, he was different. He was more into the fans, and fans just got into Hogan because he was a phenomenon at the time. At the time, it was like, wow, you know, I've heard of this professional wrestling stuff, but WrestleMania came along and it became more mainstream, and that's why he was so successful because people were talking about Hulk Hogan everywhere. Hulk Hogan was a huge, huge icon to many people. While Cena is just kind of like, you know, he is one of the top guys in WWE. He is the top guy. There's no denying that. I mean, you can ask anyone down the streets, and I say this in all my videos. You can ask anyone down the streets, do you know a wrestler in the WWE today? And they'll name Stone Cold and The Rock thinking they're still in the promotion when you know that they're not, and you say, no, they're not in the promotion anymore. Then they will go off and say, John Cena, isn't he a wrestler? Yep, he is. And that's why many people cannot, and that's the truth, but many people cannot get into Cena because of this fakeness. It just doesn't feel like he's a real human being. It just feels like he's just a guy that comes out, says what he's supposed to say, goes to the back, and then in real life Cena, he's pissed off. You can tell Cena doesn't like when he gets booed. Money in the Bank, his facial expressions throughout the whole match was like concern. One Night Stand, you could tell he was frustrated when those fans were throwing his t-shirt back at him. Survivor Series this year showed it blatantly that Cena was getting annoyed, especially when you watch the Botchamania when Cena told The Rock, alright, Rock, out of me, let's get it out, let's wrap it up, I'm done with this place. He literally said that to The Rock. And he gets emotional, and it just feels like this guy doesn't have emotions. This guy is just some guy that's always nice, always happy, always... I bet you Cena does love working there, and that's one of his true passions, but you can tell sometimes it's like maybe Cena does want to try to get out and go into the movie scene. Maybe Cena wants to do something bigger in his life. Maybe Cena wants to do this. Like, you can feel that from Cena. I can understand why fans say that. And the number one reason why I think many people do dislike John Cena, and other reasons could have been number one, but this is my number one reason. The WWE Championship always being thrown on him. I feel many people do not like John Cena. I know this is a dumb reason, but I feel many people do not like John Cena because it always seems like when the WWE is doing something different, when the WWE is having different champions. In the end, you already know the ending result. Cena's just going to get the belt back. You know there's nothing different, nothing new is going to change, because Cena is always going to get the belt back. He has never, ever since he became a main eventer, Cena has never gone down to the levels of winning the tag team or the U.S. title again. Never stayed down there for a year or two. He's always been there. In 2008, I believe was the longest drought Cena did not have a title for. It was the year 07 when he got injured. Gone for the time for being injured. Came back in January. Then afterwards, in January in 08, wrestled for the title a little bit. And then afterwards, entered a feud with JBL. No, was it 08? Yeah, it was 08. Because then at Backlash 08, he won the... At Backlash 08, he lost in the Fatal 4-Way. Feuded with JBL for a little bit. Believe had a quick little... feud with Batista and SummerSlam, and then afterwards, it kind of just got injured again. Although he was supposed to be in the Scramble match, and then he comes back at Survivor Series 08, ultimately wins the belt again, and you knew it was going to happen. It just feels like every time there's a world title just waiting for him. I mean, after he's done with The Rock, what do you think Cena's going to do next? You think he's going to feud with a fucking Ziggler to help Ziggler out? You think he's going to fucking help, I don't know, maybe an R-Truth out? Yeah, I know he should have helped R-Truth out, huh? No, he's just going to go back and fight for the title. And it's just the same shit. It's never the new thing where it's like, oh, let's give Punk the title run, let's have him feud with this guy, and we can have Cena help this guy out. No, it just feels like the same shit. It is just really dull. It's just the same shit where he's just coming out here going like, oh yeah, hustle, loyalty, respect, brr, 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 and all that other bullshit, and he wins the title again, he becomes champion again, he has like 18 title reigns, and then it's just really like, why does he need to always win the WWE Championship? It's never something different, never something new. It's just the same old shit. And maybe I should change it to being the same old shit with Cena being number one instead of having too much title reigns, because really it just feels like Cena's in an infinite loop where he will be feuding with someone, he won't be in the title picture, then he will win the title, defend that a couple times, then lose it to someone, still be in the title picture somewhere, then win the title, then lose it quickly, then does something else for a little bit, but he's in the title picture soon enough. And it just feels like, I get it, he's the number one guy. Regardless of where he's at, he will still be the number one guy, and I just feel WWE does not take opportunities to make John Cena useful for everyone else and benefit for everyone else in a company. I feel WWE sometimes just uses Cena just because when they're worried, they throw the title on him because they know he is the guy that draws the ratings. He is the guy who does this. He is the guy that does that. The only reason why John Cena is the guy that draws ratings nowadays is because he's the only guy in the company. And I'm not disrespecting anyone. I'm not disrespecting Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, or anything. But Cena is the top rating draw, the top guy in the WWE. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. The only reason why is because guys like CM Punk, for example, Daniel Bryan, Mark Henry, Big Show, Jericho, all these other guys, young guys, let's go with young guys, Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, Ted DiBiase, just throwing names out there, are not built up because they don't have that guy where they can look at that main event guy that is a star for them to beat that is a star. It's always Cena and Orton in this infinite loop, and it never ends. It just doesn't. It doesn't progress anything further. It just feels the same. And Cena really, really just feels like the same thing every time. After this feud with The Rock, how many of you think he will go for the WWE Championship? How many of you think he will be in that title picture again and be winning the title in a month or two time? I see Cena winning that title back. I really do. And I won't be surprised before SummerSlam he holds that belt and enters SummerSlam the champion. I won't be surprised if, who knows, Dolph Ziggler wins a Money in the Bank at Mania, and then Dolph Ziggler cashes in on Cena, and Cena wins it back a month later. I won't be surprised. To be honest, I just wish that WWE kept him away from the title for like a fucking year or two. Hell, 2 years would be great. Maybe even 1 year. That would surprise us. And not have him touch the title and let other guys get over with that belt. And not always have Cena beat them. Yeah, it would be great to have Cena in a feud with the guy, but have them win clean. Edge. Did he ever win clean against Cena? No, he had to cheat to win. And it was the same old heel bullshit. It wasn't like a heel that you could believe could kick Cena's ass. Batista. Did he ever win clean? No, he fucking had to beat Cena when you already wrestled in an Elimination Chamber match. Randy Orton. Yeah, maybe a couple times, but they're fucking friends anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Who else did Cena feud with that won the title from him? I can't even think. Jericho, maybe? No, Jericho never beat Cena for the title. See, it just feels like, man, they are doing something really bad with Cena. And that's our 5 reasons why I think many people do not like Cena. Do I like Cena? Yeah, my opinions, my favoritism of Cena will never change. It will never change. I'll always be a Cena fan. But do I admit that there's a lot of things that make you not like him? Yeah. There are a lot of things that make people not like John Cena. And I feel those 5 things alone are 5 reasons why many people do not get behind the guy, do not like the guy, do not want to see him on our television sets. When's the last time Cena has taken an injury angle? And what I mean by injury angle, quote unquote, he's not really injured, he's just taking time off. He hasn't. When's the last time Cena's been revamped? He hasn't. He's just been the same old thing. And really, I can see why people do not like John Cena. Like I said, I am a Cena fan, that's not going to change. But I just want to put it out there that, I can talk bad about some of my favorite wrestlers. And those are 5 things that I think why people do not like John Cena. Tell me what you guys thought about this video. Subscribe up above. Links in the description. My Twitter. Excellence of Wrestling. Uploading a video on there too, so check that out. What other stuff do I want to promote? Oh, the new Facebook where you can add me as a friend. A Q&A will be out tomorrow. It was filmed before the Rumble. Just letting you all know out there. Q&A, Impact Review, Super Bowl predictions coming soon. Yeah, pretty much all I got to say there. What are 5 things that you don't like about Cena? Do you think I hit the nail on the button? Those are 5 reasons why. Or is there more reasons? Please comment down below. More reasons. And I did forget to mention about the Super Cena aspect. But that goes in the same line of the 5 moves of Doom. So, there you go. Thank you all for watching. This is Chase Oliver 68. And Little Chris and I. Little Chris, you want to say something? Everybody listen to Little Chris. Dude, you fucking gotta lose weight, man. You're heavy. Dude, what the? You're just cursing now. No. Just shh. Alright, guys. Stop. Stop it. I'll see you all later.